Aloha, everyone. Wayne Kealohi here, broadcasting from my little home here in North Kapa. We call it Kapahi on Kauai. If you look on a globe and you face the Pacific Ocean towards you, those 8 little dots are the Hawaiian Islands in the middle. That's where I am right now. And that's going to change very soon before Christmas. So I'm taking advantage of being here and I'm blessing all of you from this beautiful little island. And today I want to begin with a chant. Welcome to Wisdom Dialogues. Let's create miracles. I want to begin with teaching you a little bit of Hawaiian language because today is Mana Day. Mana, divine power. We're going to chat quite a bit more about that later on. But first, this is a chant, a song, a mele, written by Mark Anderson, very good friend here living on the island. He actually facilitated the Dances for Universal Peace for over 30 years in the wet cave, Waikapala'e, on the North Shore. And it was such a beautiful ceremony. It was on the full moon, every full moon. Sometimes there'd be 100 people showing up. We'd have to have like 3 circles in the back of the cave. And the cave was deep, so we had these little tea lights inside these plastic, paper bags that were folded down. All the way into the back of the cave, you would follow the little lit bags with tea lights and join the circle. And Mark wrote this song. It's, I'll give you the English first. O great spirit of manifestation that lives and dwells within us all. We offer you from within our hearts the healing force of love. Wow. Once again, O great spirit of manifestation that lives and dwells within us all. We offer you from within our hearts the healing force of love. So here's the Hawaiian for you. By the way, throughout this broadcast, if you have any questions or any input, it is welcome. I'll be watching the chat and hoping that you have a question that the Holy Spirit can answer. All right. E kia kua hana is the first line, which is the title of the mele. E kia kua hana. Go ahead, say it. E kia kua hana. Ma loko iho. Ma loko iho. Kahi auvau. Kahi auvau. O ka mauliola. O ka mauliola. E aloha. E aloha, kahiau. E aloha, kahiau. All right, so here's how the melody goes. Quite low for me, but I think for the ladies and for the gents who think they don't have a voice, it's probably perfect. E ke akua hana maloko iho kahi auvau o ka mauliola e aloha kahia. That's the melody, so now you know it. We adopted this song, the Halau, which is the school of Hawaiian shamanic bodywork. We adopted this song with Mark's permission as our anthem because people coming to our Halau, our school, they came to manifest a healing practice or healing for themselves or healing for the planet. Yeah. So singing this song, you can even sing it in the shower. I mean, you sing it anywhere. It will help. Call in your ancestors, the Hawaiian ancestors, and help you manifest something sacred that your heart is desiring to have. Eke akua ana maloko iho kahiau vau kamauli ola e aloha kahiau. Again. Eke akua ana aloko iho kahiau vau o ka maoli ola e aloha kahiau. Again. Eke akua ana maloko iho kahiau vau ka maoli ola e aloha kahiau. E aloha kahiau. One more time. E aloha kahiau. Well, there you go. Yeah, just to give you a little bit of a review, we started off with, I guess it was 6 weeks ago, with the principle of Ike. And the next week, we went to the principle of Kala. And then we went to the principle of Makia. So Ike is awareness. Kala is forgiveness, letting go, freedom. Makia is the principle of focus, and where attention goes, energy flows. Manawa is the principle of now. Yeah. There is no other moment but now. And then last week, the last 2 weeks, actually, we did Aloha, principle 5, because there was some kind of power outage during the first week. So I continued Aloha into the next week. And now we are on the 6th principle of mana. All power comes from within, as the Kealohi system tends to share with us. All power comes from within. Now, that could be a very confusing statement for the ego. Because our lovely, loving ego, it really believes that all power is outside of us, that we have given our power. It's relatively true. The way we're trained, we've given our power to schools and governments and parents and relatives and teachers and the medical system and on and on and on. We just have given a lot of power away. And so mana is the principle to drive us home into the fact that all power comes from within. Because nothing can actually have our power unless we approve it in some way, consciously or subconsciously. And we've done that subconsciously for eons of time, more years and decades and millennium than we can possibly count. Because the way this world is designed, is, in a very justing way, jesting way, for entertainment. Like when you go see a good movie, or you go see a good play, or you go see, um, you know, a live performance like Circus du Soleil, or a on Broadway show, or um, a good Shakespearean drama. We get involved, our emotional body gets involved, and it really latches on to thinking, to believing in that moment of experience that this is what's real. And so it's natural to think or believe that all power comes from outside of us. But that is the dis-ease. That's what creates the dis-ease within us. Because if we believe that power comes from outside of us, then we don't have any power. We're always reacting to what's happening outside. And as you know, this is going to bring up a lot of different emotions to roller coaster you, through an experience. Well, this is what I loved about the Huna teachings the most, is that it's so clearly, in a very clean way, it points to a philosophy, a way of living, a psychology, a vision that is outside the box, according to the norm that humanity is inside of. And I mean, as you probably know, inside we're all the same. We're all light and love in a body, children of God. We're born with the bundle of eternal life, and that goes through every incarnation. But on the outside, with our personality, we've been trained, we've been entrained to experience the world as all that's real. And nothing could be further from the truth. And there's so many miracles have happened in the world to prove what I'm saying. You can find them online everywhere. People who have cured themselves from diseases that were supposed to kill them. I have so many teachers. My breath teacher, Mahara Brenna, she was having seizures for 18 years. And when she discovered how powerful the breath was, she took it inside and she made it her power. And she breathed herself into health. And the seizures stopped. No medication. There are thousands of stories like this. So intellectually, we know all power comes from within. And only things that we give our power to will appear to have power outside of us. So that's the opening of Mana. And inside my book here that I have been sharing with you week by week, that I wrote with Patty Miller, on page 58 is the principle Mana, chapter 4. Now, in the surge system, I've already given you what he's stated. All power comes from within. And so now we look at the feminine aspect of the Mehealani O. Henry school. And her term for mana was ikaika. Now, ikaika is a very popular word to use when warriors were going into battle. And because it's an indrawing, an in-breath of mana from the earth and mana from the sky to empower you in your physical body with more energy than you think that you have. So here's my add-on to the mana principle. I stand strong in my power. That's ikaika. Spiritual authority comes from within. Personal confidence directs a bounty of treasures revealed through a true warrior's humility. I'm going to read that again because those of us that are light workers, we are warriors of love, warriors of peace. It sounds like an oxymoron, but a warrior is not always killing people. A warrior is one who won't put up with anything less than what they believe or what is true for them in the moment. And that can show up in lots of different ways. So I'm going to read that line again. Spiritual authority comes from within. Personal confidence directs a bounty of treasures revealed through a true warrior's humility. And what is that humility? That humility is a knowing that we did not create ourselves. The ego's going, no, that can't be true. Yes, well, it is true. We did not create ourselves. Yeah, what we created and we had a lot of investment in is this world. We created the world because we perceive it through our senses. We perceive it through sight and smell and sound and hearing, touching, feeling, sensing. Through all those, we create the world. And it comes in through the senses, into the brain, and gives us a data to work with. Now, this is the way the system is designed. It's kind of interesting. Yet, without mana, none of it would be happening. Because mana is the juice that runs the engine of life. But here's the key phrase for mana. Know and live the strength of impeccable devotion to the integrity of love, generated from within a humble, surrendered heart. Excuse me. Wow. Know and live the strength of impeccable devotion to the integrity of love, generating from within a humble, surrendered heart. Wow. Wow. Okay, well, that's a good meditation for the day, for the lifetime, actually. Meaning that my bloodline didn't really offer me any humility. My bloodline offered me a lot of arrogance through both of my parents, Cuban mother and European father. Yeah, and it's been a struggle my whole life, this idea of humility. And boy, the world will knock you down to teach you humility. It'll offer you so much pain that there's no other way to recover from it except through humility. And there it is again, knowing that we did not create ourselves. Yeah. And when we come to terms with where mana comes from, let's read a little bit about what the Hawaiians believed about mana. This is in my same book. This is in chapter 7, page 117. And we're going to read a little passage about the bones. called Iwi, spelled I-W-I. So this is from Hawaiian tradition. Patty Miller researched this and wrote a beautiful chapter on all the different aspects of the body. She's got, oh my gosh, the spine, the belly, the neck, the shoulders, the face, the head, the feet, the hands, energetic connections, the aka. And here we are on the bones. I thought this was quite interesting to share with you today about the Hawaiians' traditions. The bones carry our mana, the spiritual essence of our being, because mana is stored in the bone marrow. Likewise, Hawaiian people took great care in the preparing and wrapping of the bones of their deceased ancestors and chiefs. The spirit of the deceased person was thought to live on in their bones. The bones of important people were carefully hidden in far-off caves, so no one could mess with the spirit of that person after leaving their body. In traditional Lomi, it is taught that memories are stored in the skin of the bone. The fiber surrounding the bone, periosteum, attaching to tendons, fascia, or muscle. Later on in this book, we share the technique of bone washing, which releases crystallized memories from the surface of the bone, moving it out the extremities. So I thought that was quite interesting that mana of the person was stored in the bones. Yeah, and I remember Sherman Dudois, a story that he told us once. Thanks, Lance. That his master that he learned Lomi Lomi from, after he was taught, and years of training, and his training came to a completion, that the master said to him, look, after we part ways today, you need to pretend like we've never met. And if you see me anywhere, just you need to pretend we've never met. And yet, when the master was about to take his last breath, many years later, I remember him calling to Sherman, who was on the mainland, and having him come and do the ceremony, the process. After he passed, Sherman was with him, instructed him what to do with his bones. And so that legend has been living on currently to the end of the previous century. And I'm sure it goes on today, unbeknownst to me, myself, with some of the other Hawaiians who are still cherishing those beliefs. So, how does this appear to you? How does mana show up in your world? Does anybody have an example they can share of how something very powerful or empowering has opened up their world? Don't everybody talk at once. You know, it's so awesome to have all you guys show up. John from last week, John Precious, and I want to talk to you in a bit, and Rebecca, Michael, and Penelope. Thank you for showing up. I love you guys. It really helps for the transmission to have some good ears. All speakers know this. You know, I was thinking about doing a YouTube, and so I looked at all the protocols. And apparently, you have to memorize 18 minutes of the script that they design with you. And that's why I'm not doing a TED Talk. Yeah, because that's not my style. There are many of us who like to just shoot from the hip and, you know, call in the Holy Spirit and speak what is on our hearts and minds. And we find this a lot more useful for the people that are listening. And, you know, I don't really think, I know what it would take for me to memorize 18 minutes of a script. It would take me weeks of practicing every single day. Yeah, because just when I learn a Hawaiian song, it takes me sometimes years to remember all the words, so I don't have to put it in front of me. You know, a lot of people, a lot of singers, they have that memory board in front of them, and they can play so many songs because they don't have to remember them. It's not my style. I like to remember a song so that I can pull my whole self into the song and embody it from my heart without having to think about the words. So there goes the TED Talk. All right. Well, let's have a little meditation then on mana. I think that would be a good thing to do at this time. Let's see here. Yeah, we're at half the hour. So this poster here is an example of going vertical. You can't quite see the whole thing. You know, I'll show it to you. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. That was a mistake. That was not such a good idea. Oh, no. Oh, no. Ah. Ah. Sorry, guys. That was not a good idea. Mm. Why is it not giving me this selection? Lance, can you hear me? I'm having a technical difficulty here.
Yes, let's have anyway.
It's not showing me an option to bring the camera back. It's not registering my iPhone.
I think you can start the Zoom.
Pardon?
Starting.
What?
Try to restart your Zoom.
I'm going to unplug it, plug it back in. You said I had to start Zoom again?
Since I'm the host now, you can rejoin the Zoom.
Okay, now it's working.
Oh, yeah, thank
No, it's not. The camera's showing up, but it's not showing. Oh, man. I don't understand.
Maybe you can start again your process of setting up.
You mean open the link again?
Yeah. How you usually set up? Do it again.
Because
You can leave Zoom and join again.
okay, so I need to leave the meeting and come back?
Yes, you can try that.
I hope it won't go off.
Now we can see you.
Yay! But the audio is off.
You are muted, Wing.
Oh. Yay! Okay. Sorry, guys. I just wanted to show you this beautiful poster to show you where power comes from. Mana! Okay, back to our meditation, back to our regularly scheduled program. Thanks for hanging in there. Oh. Many years ago in Washington, I was at the workshop with you and also received a Lomi massage from you. And for at least a month, my energy was increased noticeably. I was stronger and able to work with more energy. I was a window washer at the time. Oh, thank you, Michael. I appreciate that. Wow. Michael, you have brought me into the awareness of how many people I have touched, and I have no idea who they are or how it's affected them. So I so appreciate your sharing here. Thank you. Wow. Yeah, well, that's what the game is all about. If you want to call life a game for the moment, is experiencing more mana. And this is a connection with our higher self. This is a connection with the source of energy for everything. And that's one of the corollaries in the Kealohi system for mana, is that everything has power. And yet for it to have power, we have to give it power. You know, and when I say those words, I think of how Trump got elected. Our country apparently, I say that intentionally, apparently, gave him enough power to do what he's doing. And all over the world, and what's interesting is how power shifts when noticeable changes take place here on the earth. And that's what's happening now in all of us. And that's what I would like to guide this meditation toward, is the idea of what is shifting in you. What is shifting in me is power. It's always shifting. I mean, inside of us, we have an ocean of energy. It's also, we're mostly water. And Dr. Emoto proved to us that water takes on the energy of thought. When we focus a thought on water, it changes. He has the photos to prove it. So this implies that if we apply our thought to the liquid, the lymphatic system, the blood system in our body, which is at least 70% of us, we can change the frequency of the molecular structure, the cellular structure, of the root structure of all the water in our body. So let's have a meditation in doing that now. So go vertical, as you see in the poster. Sit comfortably. You don't have to have your spine straight, but if you do, it might offer you a deeper experience. Start breathing in golden light from above. And breathing in this light, offer it to your heart. Let's begin there. It has to come through your mind as a cleanser into your heart. And allow your heart to overflow with this mana. Just keep breathing it in deeply. Feeling you, the vessel of your heart. Pu'uvai is the heart in Hawaiian. And pu'u is vessel. And vai is water. So allow this la'akea, this sacred light, to come into your pu'uvai and overflow. Beautiful. And now let's bring a visual, heartfelt message into the water of our beating heart. And that message I want you to plant into all the cells of your blood and your lymph system is, I love you. Thank you. So just keep repeating that in your mind, in your heart, as you breathe in this golden white light and offer that blessing to all the water in your body. And follow it. Follow the water as it leaves the heart and moves through all the lymph system. Follow it with your mantra. I love you. Thank you. I love you. Thank you. I love you. Thank you. Use your breath to connect. Opening your consciousness in this moment. Through all the liquids in your body, carrying this message to all organs in your body. I love you, thank you. I love you, thank you. I love you, thank you. You can send it to the fluids to a certain part of your body that perhaps needs a bit more attention. I love you. Thank you. I love you. Thank you. I love you. And now let's bring our attention. Have the fluids move into and against and through the bones and the bone marrow, where the mana in Hawaiian tradition is being stored for your use and your pleasure, your life. I love you. Thank you. I love you. Thank you. I love you. Thank you. And as you breathe in, allow the bone marrow to inhale with you this message from all the fluids in your body. And also the skin on the bone goes through the skin, which is softer tissue. All those memories, let's flood them with these sacred fluids. I love you. Thank you. I love you. Thank you. I love you. Make it real. Use your breath. Stay present with the fluids, skin on the bone marrow, the blood, the lymph system, all the organs being blessed with this la'akea, the sacred light being carried in the fluids throughout your whole body. And feel that this mana, where it's being sourced from, is the essence of you, the source of us. From our eternality, higher self, that ongoing aspect of us that feeds us life on a platter, that feeds us the banquet of life, and provides for our well-being and our health and our wealth. Stay connected using your breath. I am that source. I am. I am that. I am. I am the source of all life in this body. I am. And I am here to celebrate life and to experience the maturing of my soul through this body, through this lifetime, through all the emotional ups and downs, which affects all the fluid in my body, my nervous system, my organs. And yet I can always replenish with this meditation of manalani, power from heaven. Oh manalani, power of heaven. And breathing it in. Feeling the source loving me, loving us. Loving our innocence, our well-being, our activation of awakening to love as being the primary motivation for every thought, word, and action. Heaven brings with it kindness, fairness, compassion, humility. I'm well aware I did not create myself. Thank you, God, for this blessing. And now feel, just feel, breathe and feel the essence of you as creation itself, vibrating in every cell of your body, the flesh, the bones, the skin, all the organs, all the fluids, vibrating with God particles. All right. Let's anchor this with a few more breaths and take it into our day. Amakua mai kapoeola, ho ikea mai ikeola. Mama ua noa, lele vale akula. We send off this meditation as an anchored prayer for us to be this all the time through life's ups and downs. Oh, I'm so grateful for all of you showing up. Thank you. Thank you for your comment, Michael. That meant a lot to me. And John, I think I'd like to speak to you, have a personal connection so we can address some things going on with you. And all of you are welcome to get a hold of me at any time. I forgot to mention that I lost my job this week. Last Sunday, after the transmission here, I went and I drove to the recycling bin in Lahui. And as I was pulling out of the parking lot, the back of Target, where the Turo lot is, I was in an accident and beat up my car pretty much, so it doesn't run anymore. And that was the end of my Uber driving. So I have a lot of time on my hands now to create a lot of messages for the world before I leave Kauai in 5 weeks. So stay tuned. This show is going to be on KKCR next month in November. We'll be here again next Sunday and the Sunday after. And then we're going to move the show to KKCR for 2 events in November. And then I'll have one more event here before I leave the island. But we're going to continue these broadcasts. This is number 22. And I'm getting some really good response from all you guys and feedback. So I'm really grateful that this is working for more people than I can be aware of. Like with Michael's report here of what happened years ago, which I have no recall of whatsoever. So it's good that he does. That's the thing about, listening to people's stories for over 20 years. I guess it was part of my training not to remember anything that was said to me beyond the time they spent with me. So I don't have to carry it. So that's a good thing. So it's great to be reminded of what took place when I meet people. So yeah, next week I'll be revealing more about my journey. But in the meantime, I want you to celebrate the mana that you are, the energy that's been given you to create your life. And we'll be doing more meditations for manifesting. And you have the replay if you want to learn that song. E kia kua hana, malo ko iho, kahiau vau o ka mauliola, e aloha, kahiau. O great spirit of manifestation that lives and dwells within us all, we offer you from within our hearts the healing force of love. So if there aren't any questions, I think I'm going to sign off.